Welcome back, and we're gonna follow up with Halsin here.
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy slump. The shadows rendered him. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But
We'll
after
ask
all these
how it can
years
be
left in the
undone.
perhaps, only the missing half may not come willingly.
So we met the
The
Shadow
curse, and
Child.
you saw this, and I truly mean we, if you wish. This doesn't have to. If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute, anything.
We'll
An
have him join,
unwieldy number. You must cut someone loose before I can join you.
and we'll have him take Karlak's place for now. And we'll leave camp for a second just to collect our summons. So Halsin defaults to a Moon Druid. That's what we'll keep him as. We won't be using him a ton, but we will pull him out occasionally for some stuff. We'll pick up Guidance, and for his feat we'll choose Tavern Brawler, increasing his Constitution. For feats we could choose Lucky or Resilient Constitution to give him proficiency and some more hit points. I think we'll take Lucky. It's better if we start missing to be able to correct the misses into hits. And at level 9 we'll actually care about what spells we've memorized. We'll take an elemental, the woodland being, Ice Storm, Call Lightning, Spike Growth, Moonbeam, Fog Cloud, Create Water, Longstrider, Thunder Wave, Healing Word, and Sleet Storm. So he has a high wisdom, so he can land most of the spells. We're not even going to bother equipping him though. So for this fight, he's basically just going to summon something and then participate in probably owlbear form. We can show off maybe what different stuff they have.
Wish we had stone.
So let's now go to the shadowed battlefield. This is where Oliver is at.
Symphony in this place. Now it is quiet. Quiet.
And we'll just kind of let Halsin do his thing.
Noises, if it'll make you feel more at home.
You bleat well enough as it is.
Not back to gloat, are you? Nobody likes a bad winner.
Though shrouded.
I still think you might have tricked me. If you did, I'll
So
figure it out.
we know who he
Spoil
is,
sport. I'm not going back. I like
and
it here.
we'll say
Made a
like it
family
or
for
not.
myself. Yes, I do.
And he'll vanish.
Scarford. We'd better track him down if the shadows don't stop us first.
What is needed?
And in keeping with the rest of the party, we could do water, I think. For Halsin, we'll pull out a fire. They have a nice area of effect. That's probably all we'll need. Let's take a look at what he's got for shapeshifting. He's got a cave bear, so you can turn into sort of a superior bear. Saber-toothed tiger. This thing regenerates the owlbear, the panther, a dire raven, a deep Rotha, a normal bear, the cat, the wolf, a spider, or the badger. So the saber-toothed tiger is kind of interesting in that it regenerates, so it heals itself when out of combat. It's kind of nice. I still think the owlbear is superior for moving around. We use the owlbear all the time with Asterion, though. Let's try saber-toothed tiger, I guess.
Which way to the
Alright,
nearest
now that
mine?
we're ready, we'll just click on the shadow portal. And this fight is, again, a bit gimmicky. So he starts off with a couple of shadows, and it's dark. He's going to summon little copies of himself kind of all through here that have hardly any health, but they do hit kind of hard. And the first one that dies in honor mode, he'll drop the Dead Wastes. So he has the Vengeful Playmate, so he'll drop the Wasting Quiet in an area after one of his shadows is slain, and it starts at the beginning of each round. So we need to be cautious about which one we kill first. We'll prefer the ones over here.
On my way.
This one sleeps, I think, and then this one, I can't remember what it does. As in most of our annoying fights in the darkness, our first solution will be to put a moon lantern down to remove the dark factor. Once we've got the dark on, we'll just open up on these guys. Careful not to hit the Night Dome. It will return whatever damage you do to it. So any damage done is reflected twice back to you, so just be careful about that. Its health will go down as we kill the other shadows.
To concentrate.
We're gonna cast Spike Growth kind of all over back in here. So when Oliver summons his shadow clones, they'll have to walk through there and die. And we'll just avoid that part of the battlefield entirely.
Battle of wits.
So, did some damage, but not as much as I was hoping. $13 left. We'll just drop a normal moonbeam. It should die on its round. You can see that these guys popped already. I don't see the Wasting Quiet, though. Just in case, we'll try this one. Yeah, it must be over here, though. So we're already down to 280 of 390, and the last thing that's up is this thing that's inside of a moonbeam. So we'll just burn our turn, let him, he's going to summon his Shadow Owlbear, his pet toy. And then a bunch of friends. And there we've got the wasting quiet this time. So multi-attack this one. And hit those two.
Nature's fury shall not be checked.
See if we can get up to the owlbear. And we'll have some bear on bear action. They rolled a 23 dice roll, right? They had 10 and needs a 13 to hit, so it only misses on a 3. And we lost our Shield of Faith already, almost the first time there. We'll bring in Fire Elemental for a couple of hits. And take a step back. Oh my gosh, is that the first thing to die? Ugh. Okay. That is just the worst case scenario for that.
Allow me to demonstrate. I'm ready. Let's go.
Why are you doing this? All I want to do is play.
Enemies abound. Let us see the battle won.
Alright, I think we're far enough away. Yeah. So, 60 hit points left. Okay, not getting the wasting.
Unleash me.
I should have had Halsin drop his form. We could end this right now. We only need to do 5 points of damage.
Fools, these mortals.
I have had accidentally done damage directly to Oliver and killed him when using multiple attacks against the dome while it was at low health, so we'll just let it click. And I'll probably go down when it hits the spike right there.
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here playing?
It's just a giant
Like
cat
everything I
head.
wanted, right here. And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving.
Be gentle. He's much more than a child. But he doesn't truly know that.
I mean, kind of funny. I feel like he should automatically drop out. I mean, he's a moon druid, right? We would expect him to be shapeshifted in this combat.
It shall be done. Oliver.
Why should I go back to him?
No. You were stolen from... Thaniel was my friend also, but you need not be alone.
Fine. I'll do. Bye.
So,
It's done,
just
at
mostly
last.
giant cat.
Soon the land will...
And you can see it's regenerating its health back. So, kind of neat. It makes it less critical for getting hit. So it means you don't have to really worry if you want to use the cat to do some tanking. But it does have a pretty terrible armor class, so you need to do something about that.
Yes?
Alright, let's head back to camp. And we'll run down and chat with Thaniel, who is super creepy. He'll tell us that we need to kill Catherick Thorm.
The druid Halsin spoke to me 100 years of sickness almost, but there is one anchor for the land to heal. Catherick Thorm must die.
Okay. Let's go get
Gladly.
Karlak back in our group.
Halsin is one hench elf. I'm impressed. And looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send... No.
And we'll head out to Last Light again. We're going to go finish up with He Who Was.
Heading out without Isabel's blessing. Have you got a death wish?
We'll be fine.
I won't tell you your business.
That's a little reminder, I think, that the devs put in to make sure that we go talk to Isabel, but we've not talked to Isabel. We might. Just make sure that we've got the whole map opened. Here's another night orchid. I think we're too far north there. We'll need to come over here by the tent.
Our orders do not matter. We make our own destiny. The air stirs in trep.
We'll hand him the book.
Well, sheaf, and you will be the judge. Make her beg. Make her suffer.
Okay.
Careful. Witness.
I said it didn't. The Dark Justicia promised she was gonna chat with him. She promised.
Why did you report him
The
then?
Dark Justicia said she gave him a dagger on the count of 3. She never said stop. I'd do anything to take it back. Anything.
We'll do the persuasion check here. Barely made it.
Like this?
Yeah. Prove you're sorry.
I'm so sorry.
And that's enough.
It hurts.
That was genius, my friend. You have broken her. Though I'd have preferred not bleeding quite so profusely.
Well, you said that was what you wanted.
I suppose it's on me for not being more specific. You have done well. Here. For your services.
He gives us a very little bit of gold and these raven gloves that will summon Quoth the Raven as a level 3 conjuration spell. And we finished Punish the Wicked.
This will come in handy.
And also loot Madeline now. She doesn't really have anything. She's got some money. Alright. So that is pretty much everything out in the world. Let's take a look at Moonrise. Alright, so we started clearing out Moonrise, but had to stop because we kept getting Ceres the Harper in every combat that we had. And the last video, I think we cleared off the roof, then kind of then the prison, and then I think we went back and did a really massive combat where we had some fire elementals clear out sort of the whole tower. We will not do that this time. We're just going to engage directly with people. Oh, interesting that Timothy's way up here. Alright, so we had dealt with her guard, but not with her. And we've got this scrying eye. Those things are pretty resilient. So let's switch into form, and then we'll take a rest.
Just a brief respite.
So we get our shift back when we do it that way.
Let's go.
So Asterian's got both of his shapeshifts back. And we'll cheesily start this fight. We do a lot of force damage with Shadowheart. I bet that we can probably take out an eye. So
Well, hello.
let's stop. We'll launch in and try to surprise Zarel.
Let's end this.
And with Sharpshooter all in, do a slashing flourish on the eye and pop it. That was really the only thing that we had to worry about in here. We'll get out of the way so that Karlak can come finish the job. Her desk is still there,
Count on me.
and she's almost done for already. And we're not even through the surprise round. We'll just keep our key.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Okay, we've got some scrolls. She's got a shield that does the spell Fire Shield. And if we've got the brand, then we reduce all damage received from spells by 1. And most of the characters in our group have the brand. So that's pretty good. That would be a good replacement for a shield, maybe that Shadowheart is using. So taking 1 less damage is good. And we're going to start building up our squid repository.
My pleasure.
So, unbelievably, we actually can launch into this fight right next to them without them knowing. And we can hit all 3, so we will.
I'm heating up.
These guys have armor of Agathis, so if we can deal with them at range, we would like to. So, try to kill them with the archer. That's just so that we don't end up taking extra damage. Got lucky on that crit.
Gods, it's hot in here. Close ranks.
And again, she's surprised, so she's not going to get to act next round either. And kick the air, I think.
Talk to me.
Now this is my happy place.
Show me dance.
We don't need to waste lucky because we have another attacker.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
All right.
I'm ready.
That should attract attention. And not really, I guess. So we're looking to try to get when the ball is in here, and
Got to press on.
we'll run past him just to get to the scrying eye.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain.
And again, we're just trying to get a line of sight on this thing to pop it.
Time to kill.
Now we're good to go. We can just finish this guy off. And since he's knocked down, it'll be over before it starts, really.
Come on, Karlach. Show him who you are.
And that is that.
Oh, I have the magic touch. Shall be done. Let me hear.
It's been a long day.
We'll step inside.
My.
Everybody's going to
Mimic.
notice the mimic here.
Last one you've tried to ambush, you craven thing.
Yeah. Gale, not scared of it, I guess.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
And we'll take a look and see what's inside of the Mimic. We've got the Spine Shudder Amulet, so when we deal damage with a ranged spell attack, we inflict 2 reverberation. Gale does do that sometimes. It's better for a Warlock or something that's doing a lot of ranged spell attacks. But Gale does do that with Scorching Ray. That's a ranged spell attack. So we'll want to use that instead of the Psychic Spark if we know we're going to be using Scorching Rays.
What's next, I
This
wonder?
dog, I don't think even will leave the room if you don't. So we'll just kind of wait for it to stand here and we'll blast it. And that's it. All kinds of stuff going on here.
Let's get this thing open.
This room explains the plot. We've got an elemental absorption cloak and a letter to Ketheric. We can read this for inspiration. We'll just send it to camp. If we read it beforehand and we encounter him, we actually have an option to say that
Something over there.
his wife would be disappointed in him. Elder Brain Domination, that explains that they're dominating an Elder Brain downstairs. It doesn't really matter if you read it. It doesn't seem to alter what's going on. Here's a missive from Gortash. So you find the artifact.
Oh, I could go for a
But
good meal.
even Karlak will read a note from Gortash and say nothing.
One with the weave. On it. Curiosity must be satisfied.
So here's Balthazar's lab. Ladder down. This is where we come in, where the front is. Before we head back, let's head up to the top of the tower and see if we can clear out some of the guards. I always feel that this is a bit chancy. I'm worried about aggroing Ketheric. And we're actually already at time. So we'll do that in the next video, I guess. I try to keep these things 30 minutes or less. As always, really appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming along with me on this quest, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.